Federal Reserve reduced projection for interest rate increases. Spread concern the dollar's surge is weighing on exports and inflation. The U.S. currency fell again at 16 majors as HSBC Holdings plc said the 20% surge since August is coming to an end. Economic reports next week may show inflation remains on the Fed's target, giving the central bank more room to maneuver. You always have to be careful with foreign exchange. It can move very quickly and you can't imply anything from previous trends. Charles STR note, senior economist at Nomura Securities International Incorporated, said from London. That's what happened to the US dollar. The Bloomberg Dollar Spot Index fell 0.22% this week to 1,195.01 New York. The gauge is up 1.9% this month and 5.7% this year. The green bumped 3.1% this week to $1.082 versus the euro, and fell 1.1% to 120.04 yen. Hedge funds trimmed their bullish dollar futures positions to the least since December, according to Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Net futures position betting on a stronger greenback versus 8 major peers in the category reached a record 448,675 contracts in January. Fed policy. Fed policymakers on March 18 lowered their median 2015 forecast for the federal funds rate to 0.625% from 1.125% 3 months ago. The slower projected pace of tightening boosted demand for emerging market currencies, led by a 4.8% rally in Russia's ruble and 3.8% surge in Hungary's forint. The change in Fed estimates softened the perceived monetary policy divergence between the U.S. and the rest of the world, which has been a driver of sentiment. Central banks from Sweden to Austria have eased policies this year to spur growth and deflation by devaluing their currencies, in turn boosting investors' demand for dollar-denominated assets. The stronger greenback contributed to weaker exports that would be a notable drag on growth this year, Fed Chair Janet Yellen said. Economic expansion has slowed in the U.S. this year and the inflation rate has consistently fallen below the 2% target. Economists forecast the consumer price index rose 0.2 in February, following a 0.7% decline the previous month. Dollar implications. Can't ignore the stronger dollar's implications for growth. Alan Ruskin, the global head of Group of 10 Foreign Exchange at Deutsche Bank AG in New York, said by email. The U.S. dollar's gains have reached the point where they are willing to indirectly protest dollar strength. Fed Bank of Atlanta President Dennis Lockhart said Friday the central bank should begin raising rates in the middle of this year, later, noting the stronger dollar change is viewed to a modest extent. What was not a game changer. The dollar has gained 19% in the past year, the best performance among 10 developed market currencies tracked by Bloomberg correlation-weighted indexes. The euro declined 9.1%, while the yen little changed. This is not time to bullish with fanciful forecasts. Most of the meat of the dollar bull is done. David Blue, global head of currency strategy at HSBC Holding London, said in an interview Friday on Bloomberg Television. The hike is in the price. The motivation behind the dollar market has dried up. HSBC cut its 2016 forecast for the dollar to $1.10 per euro on Thursday, from $1.05.